Drivers on a lonely stretch of road in Antipolo often saw a woman in white standing by the side of the road. The road was infamous for accidents, and many locals believed that the white lady was the spirit of a woman who had died tragically on that very stretch. One rainy evening, a driver named Carlos was returning home late from work. The rain poured heavily, making it difficult to see beyond his headlights. Suddenly, he noticed a figure standing by the road, drenched but eerily still. Feeling a mix of concern and curiosity, Carlos slowed down and pulled over. As he approached the figure, he realized it was a woman in a white dress, face obscured by long, wet hair. He rolled down his window and called out, "Ma'am, do you need help?" There was no response. The woman remained motionless, not even acknowledging his presence. Gathering his courage, Carlos got out of the car and cautiously walked towards her. Just as he was about to reach out, the woman vanished into thin air. Startled and shaken, Carlos quickly returned to his car and sped away. He could hardly believe what he had just experienced. His heart raced as he recounted the eerie encounter to his friends later that night. Over the next few days, Carlos couldn't shake the image of the woman in white from his mind. He asked around and discovered that many others had encountered her, each with a similar story of her sudden disappearance. One evening, Carlos met an old man who claimed to know the story behind the white lady. He explained that she was the spirit of a young bride who had died in a car accident on her wedding night. The old man continued, saying that the bride's spirit lingered on the highway, seeking help that would never come. Her presence was a reminder of the tragedy and a warning to drivers to be careful. Determined to help the white lady find peace, Carlos visited the site of the accident. He brought flowers and offered a prayer for her soul. "May you find peace," he whispered, leaving the flowers by the roadside. As he finished the prayer, a sense of calm washed over him. He hoped that his small gesture might help the restless spirit find the peace she deserved. Despite his hopes, Carlos couldn't shake the feeling that something was still amiss. The next few nights, he avoided driving down that stretch of road. Curiosity gnawed at him. He began to research the history of the accidents and found out that many drivers had reported seeing the white lady moments before their crashes. He learned that the sightings dated back decades, with the earliest reports appearing in the 1970s. The accounts were eerily similar. A woman in white, appearing out of nowhere, causing drivers to swerve or stop suddenly, often leading to fatal accidents. One late night, Carlos couldn't resist the pull any longer. He decided to drive down the haunted stretch of highway again. This time he brought a friend along, hoping for moral support. As they drove, the atmosphere grew tense, and both men were on high alert. Suddenly, the temperature in the car dropped, and a chill ran down their spines. Carlos's friend gasped as he spotted the white lady standing by the road. They slowed down, but this time, instead of stopping, Carlos drove past her. In the rearview mirror, they saw her figure fade away. Shaken but unharmed, he continued driving, determined to leave the haunted road behind. Carlos's friend suggested they consult a spiritual expert to understand how to help the white lady find peace. They visited a local spiritual healer who specialized in dealing with restless spirits. She explained that the white lady's soul was trapped in a cycle of pain and sorrow, unable to move on because of the violent nature of her death. The healer suggested performing a cleansing ritual at the site of the accident. She gave them specific instructions. They were to cleanse the area with salt, burn sage, and offer prayers for the departed. The following night, Carlos and his friend returned to the highway with the necessary items. They performed the ritual, spreading salt around the site, burning sage, and reciting the prayers the healer had taught them. As they finished the ritual, a strong gust of wind blew through the area, and they felt an overwhelming sense of peace. For a moment, they thought they saw the white lady standing nearby, face serene and grateful, before she faded away completely. The next day, Carlos drove down the highway again, this time feeling no fear. The road seemed different, less oppressive, as if a heavy weight had been lifted. He hoped that the white lady had finally found peace and would no longer haunt the drivers passing by. Word of their successful ritual spread through the community, and the sightings of the white lady ceased. The once feared stretch of highway became just another road, its dark history slowly fading into memory. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more eerie tales from Philippine folklore, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Dilim Chronicles. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay safe and always be aware of the unseen.